y'all. So to start off, I'm just taking my tape and I'm just putting it where I want my eyeshadow to basically stop. This is just going to help to make sure it stays neat. And then I'm taking my concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm putting it all over my lid, and this is just going to act as a primer, and I'm just blending it out with my finger because I noticed using a brush it kind of leaves streaking. So I'm taking my setting powder. This is the Bare Mineral one, and I'm using my beauty blender to just pack it on and to set it in place. And then I'm going into the Tease Me palette, and I'm just taking that color right there, and I'm going to be putting it right underneath my brow bone just to give it like a cute little pop. Right after that, I'll be going into my NYX Fire palette, and I'll be going into that yellow shade right there. And I know I said that I usually don't use a synthetic brush to start, but I'm doing it this time just because it's going to pack on that yellow and to make it pop a lot more. So that's what I'm doing right now, and the yellow isn't going to look super harsh on me anyways, so it's not going to be too much of a big deal. But if you're using a darker color, you don't want to start off with a synthetic brush. Going back into that palette, and this time I'm taking a fluffier brush. This is just going to help to blend out those eyeshadows. If I were to use a synthetic brush, it would make the color stand out a lot more and it wouldn't be as blended. So I'm just going into that color and I'm just kind of blending it out. I am taking it a little high up, but I'm not going above the yellow shade because the yellow shade is my transition. So yeah, I'm just going into that color, and then next I'll be going in with another synthetic brush. This is like a really small synthetic brush, and I'm just going to be going right into my crease, and I'm just blending that out. I want the crease to kind of pop, so that's why I went in with a synthetic brush. And by this brush being smaller, it's not really taking the color too high up. So you guys, remember I told you that synthetic brushes don't really work well with blending, so I'm just going in with that fluffier brush with no product on it, and I'm just going to be blending out the color that I put in my crease. So I'm dipping back into that palette with my synthetic brush, and I'm just going to be taking that color right above my crease. This is just going to kind of help to smoke out the eye look a little bit. And then, like I said, like repeat it with me guys, synthetic brushes don't help blend, so I'm gonna have to go in with my blending brush right after, and then yeah, that's just gonna help to blend out the look a lot more. So I'm using the brush that I got from my Naked 3 palette, and I'm just dipping into both of those purple shades, and I'm literally just taking this like on the main part of my lid, so right under the crease. I am kind of going into the crease as well. And right after doing all of that, I'm just going to be taking my blending brush just to blend out those colors. You don't want any harsh lines whatsoever. You guys are probably so tired of me saying this, but yeah, just blend the mess out of your eyes. So right after doing all of that, I'm just going to be taking that Maybelline Fit Me concealer that I used earlier in the same shade, and I'm just going to be cutting out my crease. So when I did this, I opened up my eyes, and I actually got some of the concealer where I didn't want it to be. So after kind of just placing some of that on, I'm going to be taking a Q-tip just to kind of dab into it. So finishing up the crease, and now I'm just going into that Tease Me palette. This is the other side of that Naked 3 palette brush. That is a flat shader brush, so you just want to use a flat shader brush to just pack on that color. Then I'm going into the Morphe 12P palette, and I'm using this brush. I got it from a Physician Formula little contour kit that I got, so I'm just basically using that to kind of blend out the colors. So I'm just basically taking it where the shimmery color and where that purplish color meet, and I'm just kind of using that to kind of blend those two out. So I switched back to using that brush that I was using earlier, the synthetic part of the Naked 3 palette brush, and I'm just blending out that blue and that purplish shade. And then right after that, I'm just going to be taking this green liquid liner that I got from NYX, and I'm just doing my wing liner. If you use tape, it's a lot easier to do your wing liner because it just acts as a guideline. So I'm just doing my wing liner, and it's a lot quicker to do it this way too. So if you struggle with doing wing liner, I would suggest using tape. You think I was more than this, as good as it gets. I'll have more regret. You're something I can't. I'm taking my favorite foundation at the moment. This is the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation, and I'm just using my beauty blender to apply it, and I'm just blending it out. I like using the beauty blender a lot better just because I noticed that foundation brushes do kind of leave streaking, and I would just go in with a beauty blender anyways. So that's just one tip. So I'm just taking that Maybelline concealer from earlier, and I'm just blending that out. I'm putting it in all the places that I want to highlight. Like I told you guys, I'm trying out like different ways to highlight and contour, so if you guys like the way I'm doing it in like any of my videos, go ahead and try it. But I'm just trying to figure out like different ways, and just trying to figure out what I like, you know. It's always good to experiment with makeup. You never know, we all have like different features too, so you know. So I'm going into my Black Radiance Cream Concealer, and I'm just taking this brush by Sonia Cashew. It's just like a really small brush. I don't know what kind of brush it is, but I use it a lot on my eyes too. So I'm just placing the concealer where I want to basically contour my face. Contouring just helps to like basically shrink, so this is going to make my jaws more defined, and then of course my cheeks, and then I'm going to be putting some on my forehead. So the brush that I'm using to blend out my contour is by Real Techniques. I believe this is their contour brush. But yeah, I like using this a lot better than my beauty blender because I know that my beauty blender made it look like kind of muddy at times. So I feel like this part is like very self-explanatory. I don't really have to say too much. So I'm just going to let you guys know I'm going to be doing my nose contour off camera like usual. And then also I'm going to be applying my lashes too off camera. The lashes I'll be wearing today are Girl Boss by Tarte Cosmetics. And then also, yeah, like I said, I'm going to be coming back in a little once I start on the eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. If you guys want, of course, skip through it to the part where I do my eyes. If not, just sit through and watch it. So I'm just going to be taking a black eyeliner and putting it underneath to make my eyes pop more, and then I'm dipping into this Beauty Creations palette, and I'm going to be using this brush by e.l.f. I don't know what kind of brush it is, but I'm just taking it right underneath, and I'm just kind of blending it out where the black is, and I'm taking my setting spray, setting my face. So I'm just going to be adding some lip color right now. I'm going to be taking this color by NYX, and I'm just going to be basically outlining my lips like a lip liner would do. And then right after that, I'm just going to be taking Smashbox True Grit because I kind of didn't like how that color looked. So I'm just basically going right on top of it. And then right after that, I'm just going to be taking Push Up by NYX, and then I'm just going to be going basically in the center of my lips and just putting that on. Offhand, I don't know the name of this color either, but I'll put it down below for you guys. I'm pretty much done with this look. I'm just gonna add some mascara. If you have not checked out some of my other videos, make sure to do that. But until next time, I will see you guys later, and I love you guys as always.
I wanna sing for you, entertain you, spend some time with you, open up to you, give myself to you, keep it real with you, that's all.